Good morning, Candice.
Morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
It's so good to chat to you. Now, at the Rittel conference, I was amazed to hear that you make people fall in love with Shakespeare. Those are two kind of things that I can't put together. And you wear these two hats of being a postgraduate research coordinator as well as student teachers. So, can you tell me a bit about what challenges you face in the classroom?
Okay, so as a teacher educator and an English teacher, the greatest challenge that I face is getting students to engage with a language that is archaic and not even proper English that we speak today, and also the fact that they are second language speakers coming into a system where they are required to not only teach the subject but be able to, read it correctly and read out loud in class and understand what they're reading.
Those are quite a few challenges, and then we haven't even spoken about the fact that it's the great bard, Shakespeare, and that kind of inspires a bit of fear for me, even. So, how did you bridge that gap between, what everyone thinks and assumes about Shakespeare and what you needed your students to do in class?
So yeah, that's a very good point about the fear of Shakespeare. So not only are you coming in with a language barrier, you're coming in with that fear too. So I have a natural interest in teaching with technology, and it's something that I do to keep myself engaged in my teaching and that I don't become bored. And I was looking for a way to help students engage with the Shakespearean text on a deeper level so that they could really come to grips with terminology and, archaic vocabulary. So this wasn't a reading exercise, a reading out loud exercise. It was an exercise, a close reading exercise. So I attended a curriculum officers forum meeting about 2 or 3 years ago, where I was introduced to escape rooms by Brendan Knott, who is a lecturer at the business faculty. And I thought it was a brilliant idea. And I started thinking about how I could integrate this into my class, did a bit of research online and came across this idea of digital breakout rooms. Mm-hmm. And looked and saw what other people did, and then brought it into my class by designing this digital breakout, which should help students engage more deeply with the Shakespearean text.
I find it so encouraging that you were able to upskill yourself through what is available to all of us, like YouTube and basically some scholarly texts about how to do this. So that's encouraging.
Thank you. Yeah, you have to. Otherwise, your teaching becomes boring, and you have to think on a level that will engage your students. So it's one thing to give them a piece of text and say, read this, and then we'll write a comprehension text on it. But are they actually understanding what they are reading? And not only that, I want to teach my students how they can take these skills and employ them in their classrooms when they are teachers themselves. And my research found that they were very enthusiastic to do the breakout, as well as it was challenging because they had to read and they had to overcome the access problem to technology and learning to use the technology. But the biggest takeaway was that they were enthusiastic and motivated to do the exercise and then to implement it in their classrooms once they were teachers themselves.
That's amazing work, Candice. Thank you so much for sharing. I encourage everyone who's listening to go and listen to your full broadcast about this research. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.